Leon TV, where the most influential and powerful minds meet. Leon TV, donde se encuentran las mentes más influenciadas de la tierra. Today we're here with a good friend of ours, Chuck D, a leader, you know, community-wise, music-wise, music industry, man, he's one of them dudes. But today we got the opportunity. We're here chilling, relaxing. We're at his house, and I know he listen. He got a lot, but unfortunately, it'll take us too much time for him to just educate our people. You know, estamos acá en la casa de Chuck D ahora. Estamos hablando. Es un líder de la comunidad y también en lo que es la música. So, vamos a aclarar eso. Esta onda continúa moviéndose de esa manera. Ahora, we're going to let Chuck tell you a little bit about what he's about, what he's been doing, which I already know that you already know. But he's going to give you a little more what he's about, you know, the tour, the artists that he's been working with. And you do your thing, Chuck, man.
All over the map, all over the world, and I'm very fortunate to be part of Public Enemy.
Always my bad, man. You know why I didn't say it, Chuck? Sorry to interrupt you, man. This is one of those groups. It's always about that respect. You know, actually, one of my friends told me this a long time ago. Julio Cesar Giraldo, one of the first managers that managed Julio Iglesias. He said, you know, anybody can make it to the top, but can you maintain? This is one of the groups that I respect personally. You know, he has taught not only people like myself, an individual like myself, but you know, people out there, they maintain about 25 years. So I just want to give you that respect. Okay. You and the whole group, you already know.
Well, you got to be one of those people that you cannot think that you're above the people. You know, and whether you're a community leader, a government leader, whether you're a musician or artist, it all comes out of the people. Kwame Ture, the great activist, civil rights activist, once told me, he says, number one, if you have the culture, you have the music, don't think it belongs to you because it comes from the people. It belongs to the people. So you use the culture so it can give back to the people, so it can progress the people in real life and reality. You know, and I don't mean reality TV shows. I mean reality in their life. You know, they have to have nutrition from the music. Right. That's where it comes from. The music comes from a way. As far as black people in this country, we weren't allowed to speak to each other. So black people was working the fields while the slave master said, I don't want y'all talking to each other, and definitely if y'all talk about me, I'm gonna kill you. So it came out in the music as love music. You know, we love each other, so we look out for each other's backs in song. And so we always have to keep in mind that it's always love music, it's not hate music. And a lot of times when they rap music came out of soul music and black music as a part of that. And even, you know, rock and roll, it's just like to bring the cultures of people together for our similarities and knocking all the differences to the side. That's why people say, you're going to run for office? No. How about being in culture? Because culture brings people together, government split people up.
You see, he said one of the main key words that you know, I used to be, actually I've been using that as well, because you got to drop those indifferences. Toda esa indiferencia que tenemos se botan a un lado and you get some good results. You know, and I think that music is powerful like that. You know, and you've been doing that. You're putting out the message.
We have to keep in mind the history too. There's a lot of people that feel that they have differences based on what history has done, based on what people have done inside of history to make people believe that it's always been them. I've always had conversations with my Latino brothers and sisters here. I said, well, you built pyramids right here on this side of the world. So the difference is whether it goes in the Caribbean, whether it goes in Mexico, or all the parts of South America. The conquistador, the conqueror, came over from Europe to divide the people, right. Just like it went into Africa, right. And divided people, to where they started to think that their differences, but they're speaking the language of Spain.
Right, right, right.
Speaking the language of Spain and getting rid of the original patois or the original dialect that was here to the indigenous people here. So the indigenous people, they mistakenly call the Indians.
Right.
And Latino brothers and sisters, whether it be in the Caribbean or South America or indigenous people to the land. Of course, through the raping and the killing and all that, you know, we take on all these different looks and complexions and stuff like that, and hair and all this stuff that goes on. But we got to understand history is the thing that once you know it, then you know how similar that you are as human beings, and you know how you got to where you are. So when there's Crips and Bloods, or there happens to be little gangs this and that are going on, and like I said, well, what? You're the same people.
Right.
It's the same thing that's going on.
And they're fighting for dirt that they don't even belong to them.
The same thing that's going on in Israel and Palestine. It's like, really, those people are the same.
Right.
But they have somebody thrust a governmental, religious difference to make people say, I'm different from you. But they're all from the same area of the land, the same people. So I try to just say, hey, you know, this is music to say that we're all similar, we have a good time, and then we have those OGs that take care of their accountability and the responsibility to never let the young people go without the proper information. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding does not come in a microwave.
You heard that, right? Yeah, that's big, man. Well, you know, one of the reasons that, you know, I've been pushing for this interview. I mean, I don't deal with everybody. And so is Public Enemy. I mean, it's been built that way, and that's how you see the results. And I'm the same way because I have learned from people like Public Enemy. And another thing, you know, the truth. You know, the truth is you know, the biggest empires in the world be scared of the truth. So, you know,
when you're built on a lie, then the truth will make you crumble. So you got to keep investing into the lie. Chuck D, all right, Belly on TV, or Viva la Raza.
Is a legacy that'll never end. F-E-L-I